Hello and welcome to the Bike Century. My name's Ben and today I'm showing you around this absolutely gorgeous Kawasaki ZX636. Otherwise known as a Ninja ZX6R. Kawasaki over the years have sort of played with the CCs on their Supersport bikes, depending on the Supersport rules and regulations in World Supersport. They've been able to run a 636 motor over the years, and the byproduct of that is a road bike with a little bit more torque and mid-range than perhaps some of the other rivals. This particular one's a 2014. It's on a 64 plate, covered just over 17,000 miles. It's absolutely loaded with really nice high quality bits, and cosmetically it's really nice as well. I've ridden lots of ZX6s over the years, and one thing I will say about them compared to rival 600s is the seating position is quite road biased. So it's one of the roomier 600s that I've personally ridden. So if you're looking for a Supersport bike predominantly for road use, this could suit you, but they're just as capable as anything else really on track in the right hands. So always worth mentioning. So to start at the front of this bike, 17-inch lightweight wheels with wavy discs, as is customary with Kawasaki's. 4 pot radially mounted Nissin brakes, really powerful front end with adjustable forks. No ABS on this, sorry, beg your pardon, this is the first ABS year that this came out with. There's no braided lines on this bike as standard, so that might be a modification that you'd want to put onto this bike, but nonetheless the braking on this bike is phenomenal. Comes from Pirelli rubber, which has got plenty of life left on it, front and rear. So yeah, really good sure-footed front end. Cosmetically, the bike's finished in a satin black. The camera doesn't really pick that up, but the black panels are like a satin finish, which clean up very well. And the same is true of the white. The white is a metallic white, but it's glossed, but it's also like a satin finish. Very hard to explain. Again, the camera doesn't pick it up particularly well. It does look absolutely stunning. The downside of any white bike, of course, is that any stone chips that you get are quite visible, and there's a couple on this bike just at the front to point out. Very common on all Supersport bikes, but you can just see there's a few little stone chips on the front here, and there's a couple of little stone chips just on the front fairing. When you're stood a little bit further back, it's very hard to see, but always worth mentioning this stuff straight off the bat. Cosmetically, this bike is, I would say, above average for the mileage and for the year. It's been well looked after and nicely accessorized. So you've got the RNG crash protectors just there in the center of the engine. The motor itself is a 636 inline 4 water-cooled engine, and these produce, depending on what website you look at, maybe 130 brake horsepower, which for most mortals is more than enough. It's a really good engine, that, and compared to some of the more peaky 600s like the R6, the CBR, this is a little bit more user-friendly on the road, I would say personally. Towards the back, you can see that the swing arm has got a proper carbon fibre cover on it. It looks really nice, and it certainly looks nice next to this Racefit growler exhaust. Now, this is not going to be for everyone. It is quite loud. It does look very nice, very MotoGP-esque from the mid-2000s. Releases a bit more horsepower from the bike and certainly sounds really nice to boot. We do have the pillion pegs. The previous owner has opted to put a hanger on there from RNG, which looks really nice. But of course you could convert it back to a dual seat if you wanted to. At the back you can see that the bike's been fitted with a tail tidy, standard size plate, and it does also have the genuine Kawasaki seat cowl with backrest as well. A little bit further forward, the bike's been fitted with the tank protectors, stomp grips as they're called. These are really good for Supersport bikes, helps you to grip the tank. Certainly in the riding position of a Supersport bike, it helps to relax some of the weight off of your wrists, and it's also been fitted with a genuine Kawasaki tank pad as well. Up the top in the cockpit, previous owner has replaced the standard steering dampener. I believe these come with a steering dampener as standard, with a Hyper Pro adjustable one, so you can wind these up or down. So for track use, you can turn them up a little bit and it just stops the bars from shaking when you get a bit of a wheelie on. Equally for the road, you can wind this up or down to suit your riding style, depending on how you like to ride the bike. Previous owners replaced the levers with really high quality ASV levers. These are not cheap, these are a really nice aftermarket item. They're not a Chinese one. Fully adjustable, but these are 2-fingered levers. So again, depending on your riding style, you might want to replace those with the standard levers or a 4-fingered lever. But for most people, that works absolutely fine. And just at the end here, we've also got RNG bar ends as well, more for aesthetics than anything else. The bike's been fitted with a double bubble Kawasaki screen. It's a genuine screen, again, high quality items. None of the bits that are on this bike are cheap Chinese bits or anything like that. A couple of little stone chips on this side as well, just one here and just one at the back. Again, always worth pointing out, but it's not causing any paint peel or anything like that. So again, on this side, you can see the 4-pot Nissin brakes. You can also see the ABS track. So this is the first year that the bike did come with ABS. It's quite non-intrusive, I have to say. It's an early version of ABS on bikes, so it's there if you need it, but for the most part you'll never know it's there. The bike's been fitted with an aftermarket quickshifter. You can't see it, but it's a strain gauge style quickshifter. It's not a downshifter, it is just an upshifter, and works very, very well. And again, on this side you can see the carbon fibre swing arm cover, high quality carbon fibre in really, really nice condition. The bike comes with all the keys, owner's manuals and the service books. The dash is a fairly Supersport traditional layout, so obviously you've got your rev counter, revs out to 15, 16k on the red line, which is pretty phenomenal. You're talking sort of Formula 1-esque there. You've got a gear position indicator here. This is one of the first bikes that they produced with switchable power modes, which are controlled off the left-hand side, and also gives you Kawasaki traction control as well. So again, one of the first bikes that came with that this year. Here you can see the mileage, 17,971, and your speedo is just going to be here as well. Let's give her a start up for you. So on idle, it's actually quite quiet, but obviously when you get this thing at full chat, as you can hear, it sounds absolutely phenomenal. Your neighbours will definitely thank you for that when you start it up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning to go to a bike meet on a Sunday. Like I said, it's not for everyone. Some people might want to put something a bit quieter on it, but I think it looks and sounds amazing, and personally would leave it well alone, but that is entirely up to you. The bike's going to come with a 3-month warranty. It will also come with free delivery within England and Wales. We do offer delivery to Scotland for a small charge. We can offer all the usual dealer facilities, part exchange and finance. If that's something you're interested in, or if you've got any general questions, please feel free to reach out. We've got WhatsApp, live chat, all the social medias. Pick up the phone and ask us any questions that you've got, or feel free to drop in and try the bike on for size. That's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.